Hola, que how you doing? Listen, we're going to talk about higher self. I'm going to give you a visual of what the higher self looks like, what your higher self looks like. So, here we go. The music video for Nicki Minaj, Moment for Life, okay? After this video, go look at that, okay? In the video, Nicki has her fairy godmother. It's not like the Cinderella story. In Cinderella, the fairy godmother looked different. She did not have the face of Cinderella. So she was just some random spirit, right? With Nicki Minaj, Moment for Life, I love Nicki Minaj, really do. It's her own self. It's another version of her, a higher, ascended version of her who's cheering her on. That is indeed the higher self. The higher self is, you're basically telling her, I'm proud of you, did a good job. She's got the magic wand. She makes like beautiful shoes appear. Like she's bringing stuff out of thin air for her. Why? Because Nicki listens to her. She's listening to her intuition, the highest version of her, so that she can get through this lifetime. Correct, right? Then also, my favorite part of the video when she's like, Nicki, it's Martha. Like that's another aspect of Nicki's consciousness, another fractal that she brings out to get things done. She even says, like, I think she says in the video, the fairy godmother is like, Roman is wreaking havoc on the industry. That's another part of Nicki, who is Roman, who is wreaking havoc on the industry. He's out and that version of her is making money. That version of her is like that dog in her, like that crazy dog, and just, writing lyrics, and I don't know. It's a part of her consciousness. It's a fractal of her consciousness. All of these things. See, what religious people would do is they would say that it's evil, it's demonic, it's possession. Oh, she's possessed, like Beyonce and the Sasha Fierce thing, But personally, I don't fear nothing because it's all me. It's all us, rather. It's all God. It's all coming from source. Good and evil come from source, all right? But we give it the name. Source don't give a damn about what's good and what's evil. So what is, remember that clip? The honey badger don't give a damn. That's source. Source don't give a damn. You think. But source don't give a damn. Humans create good and evil. Source is just, it is what it is. We all create from source. But anyway, so just like Beyonce is Sasha Fierce, that's a version of Beyonce that is the performer, the sexy, the get things done girl, the boss girl, the diva, that's her. She brings her out when she needs to be in diva mode, to get things done, when she's money minded, okay? Same thing like Nicki and her fairy godmother in Moment for Life. Your homework is to go look at the music video for Moment for Life with Nicki Minaj, okay? Anyway, she's showing you the different aspects of the higher self. I don't know if she meant to do it like that. That's how I've always interpreted it. That's how I feel about that. It's a beautiful video. I talked about it on TikTok and somebody said, oh, that's such a childish video. Like, you're just used to people shaking ass, and I get it. You don't know art. I get it, And shaking ass it can be beautiful, I love the girls loving their bodies, but Nicki Minaj is truly an artist. Excuse me, my TV. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I got that talking TV. Anyway, Nicki Minaj is truly an artist, and I appreciated that visual because when I was a child looking at that video, I just said to myself, wow, this is the higher self. I said, this is the version of her who is all seeing, all knowing, who already knows what you got to do, who has no fear. When you go into your consciousness, the consciousness has no fear. The consciousness doesn't hold the weight of this human vessel. Your consciousness is not up in its head all the time, like, oh my God, is this gonna work? And am I gonna be able to do this? No. Nicki is showing you, look how far she's come. Look how far, riding on the coattails of her own intuition, her own consciousness. That's the higher self, okay? Your higher self is literally like a fairy godparent. However, don't just be thinking that you got it. There's a magic wand and the higher self is like, whoop, whoop, whoop. No, it doesn't work like that. You are the wand. The body is the wand. You have to make things happen in this world, all right? Your higher self is just giving you the downloads, the knowledge, the almost like putting lights to your path, like illuminating your path, rather. That is what the higher self is doing. And then she's showing you, higher self is going to show you, hey, watch out for this one. Watch out for that. Oh, you're going to have to be careful on this. Hey, don't go here. Don't do that. Hey, don't sign with this. You know what I'm saying? While you're putting in the footwork. Does that make sense? That's the higher self. Also, too, this goes along with embodiment, okay? She takes on these personas. We'll call them personas, right? And it's her stepping into them. She's not calling a spirit or anything from outside of her. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's not calling on another. No. This is her. This is embodiment. She's walking into the role of Martha, of Nicki Minaj. You know, when she goes home at night, she's Onika. Hanging out, cool, ultra talented, hanging out with her kid, you know. But when she's out there in the world, she puts on her mask, okay? And she steps into these characters. She steps into Nicki Minaj. She steps into Roman. She steps into Martha. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not possession, baby. I have to keep throwing that in there because religious people or people who are coming from religious people fearmonger this for you. They tell you it's demonic and, oh, look at them on stage and they're calling, like Beyonce when they said that she was demonic for Sasha Fierce and all that stuff. It's just a role. I'll tell you this. When a pastor steps into the pulpit, he's pulling on a different part of him. That's not him. That's not, let's give him a name. That's not Timothy. It's Bishop now. He stepped into a character. He's embodying a different version of him who has all of this spiritual knowledge, supposedly. If he does, whatever, you know, no judgment. People get so testy on the internet. But he's embodying this spiritual knowledge. So now he's Bishop. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope I am making sense. But this is your homework. Go watch Moment for Life. Go vibe. Journal about it. And then when it's done, sit within your own awareness. The awareness that can't be hurt. Okay? And talk to your higher self. Ask your higher self to speak to you. You could literally say, higher self, where are you? Show me in my body where you dwell. And this is the thing, I gotta drive this into your precious minds. This has nothing to do with possession. If someone talks to you about embodiment being possession or the higher self possessing you, like, they don't know what they're talking about. I can assure you, they have no idea what they're talking about. This is the gag of the world, is to fearmonger you. That's the whole gag. That's the loop. It's just a loop of fears. Tons of loops all around. Contributing to fear of you. They want you to fear yourself. Okay? That's all I got. I love you so much. And talk to you later. Bye.